Okay, students, welcome to Computer Science 140, Discrete Mathematics or Discrete Structures. I'm your instructor, Professor Holtman, and I'd like to go over a few items with you at the beginning here. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so at the very beginning of when you sign on to Canvas and you come into our course on the dashboard, off the dashboard, we see that um, there's home, which just takes you to modules, and then we have modules here. Okay, so this welcome video will be in the Welcome to Discrete Structures. I would highly encourage you to read through that. I want to go over the syllabus with you and a few more of these items with you in this kind of overview video. So as you're watching this, you could um, open up these other tabs that are below and um, kind of follow along as I go through this information. Okay, so if you want the course syllabus, click on course syllabus um, in the information module. And this is the course syllabus. This is section 83098. This is a fully online version of the course, um, fully asynchronous, and it's for summer 2026. Discrete structures for computer science scientists. I'm the instructor, Jason Holtman. Okay, my office is by Zoom. It's by request only. There's my phone number. I only take text messages if there's an emergency. I'll get to best practices in a minute on how to contact me. My email is there as well in the syllabus. Office hours, none specifically scheduled, but by request for the summer if needed. Course description, we want to apply discrete mathematics concepts and techniques to solve problems, develop problem-solving skills, employ pattern recognition, transfer learning, and ability to evaluate choice among solution techniques. It includes logic, sets, definitions, and proof, functions, sequences, and summations, induction and recursion and computation. Okay, required preparation, 4 years of high school math, at least algebra 2 or college algebra. Computer science math is rigorous mathematics, so it is expected that you have learned logarithms and exponentials, although I don't think there is a whole lot in this course of that, but you should have at least a college algebra understanding of math before taking this. I would recommend having taken pre-calculus or currently taking calculus would be beneficial, but again, it's not necessary. Okay, our textbook is Zybooks. Okay, and this is an interactive book. The cost is $69, and I'll get into more information about the textbook in a minute. It's Zybooks. It's like I said, it's an interactive textbook. So you'll be going through modules, and you'll be interacting with the text and learning, along with the lecture videos that I've created for this course. You'll also be learning through the textbook as well. And then your homework will come out of the textbook at the end of each section. Okay, materials, you need to have a webcam and microphone. This is to facilitate your participation in our exams. As the first exam gets closer, I will post an exam procedures video on how to do the exams. But you do need a webcam and microphone for the exams because I use Proctorio, which is proctoring software to help you access the exams. This is to facilitate your participation for our exams, you may make arrangements to use the Academic Computer Center or Academic or Assessment Center to take the exams if you need to. Okay. For all assignments, you'll basically be using Canvas. Drop policy if you do not complete at least 10% of the course. It, may result in you being dropped from the course. This is so I reduce the risk of getting a poor grade when you should have been dropped from the course. So, after a week or so, and I don't see you working in the course, then that will be a red flag that maybe you're non-active in the course, and I may need to drop you at that point. But just as long as you're staying active and completing your assignments and staying on top of things, there shouldn't be any problems. Okay, I will email you before dropping you to ensure that there are no extenuating circumstances. Okay, how do you get the most learning out of the course? I find that discrete mathematics to be enlightening, fun, and incredibly useful for doing computer science. My courses are always in process, and so I am always learning new ways to teach and coach discrete math and to help you learn it. If you act like you want to learn discrete math and work toward truly understanding everything I will expose you to in this course, this will benefit you greatly and begin you on your journey toward a really rewarding field. So ask questions, spend time thinking and through practice problems before looking at solutions, and have conversations with your classmates and me. And that will be through the discussion boards. Get into it. It is worth getting into. I have gained so much just by teaching this course. I hope I can give you a taste of that. I want you to do well. I want you to achieve your goals. I want you to become great programmers, computer scientists, and computer engineers. Okay, breakdown of the grading. Reading participation is 10%. Practice problems is 25%, and then your quizzes and exams are 65%. The quizzes allow me an opportunity to get written work from you. Exams are multiple choice exams. Okay. Final grade, 90 or above an A, 80 or 82, 80.99 is a B, 70 to 79.99 is the C. D is 60 to 69.99, and anything below a 60 is an F. Attendance will be based on your participation on the readings, discussion, homeworks, and quizzes. Reading assignment due dates are in Canvas. Zybooks can be accessed via Canvas in the modules. It is wise to keep up on the readings and the homework. Okay, the dates when assignments close are the final dates that an assignment can be completed. The close dates for the readings are the last dates for which you can get credit for the readings. However, you can access the readings at any time. For quizzes and homework, problems, due dates for the written assignments are in Canvas. Homework problems will be graded based on selected numbers and completion. Written assignments are graded based on answers and the work that is completed. So the homework will be written assignments. The readings will be interactive through your Zybooks. The homework will be written assignments. They'll be uploaded as a PDF. Okay. There are questions at the end of each section. And I will select which questions yours to do when when you do the homework, and I'll go over that in a little bit. And each of those questions need to be written out in your own handwriting, and then you can take a picture of it or you can scan it, turn it into a PDF, and then upload that. There are some apps that you can use. If you have an iPhone, you can use the Notes app to scan documents through your camera. If you don't have a scanner, on Android, there's Cam Scanner, which is an app that you can download. I believe that there is a free version and a paid version. And so you can then use that app to take a picture and scan the document and then turn it into a PDF, and then upload that to Canvas. Okay, Written assignments are graded based on answers and the work that is completed. Answers without work will not be graded unless the question requires no work to be shown. Proofs and explanations must be in complete sentences, and they're usually in paragraph form. They need to be in a form that is demonstrated in the class and in the readings. Forms that are outside the scope of the course will be deemed as academic dishonesty and treated as such. Exams, there'll be 3 exams in the course. Dates for the exams are on the calendar in the syllabus. There is no makeup for any exam unless there are extenuating circumstances, and you contact me about those. Work is not an extenuating circumstance. Okay, communication policy, Sunday through Friday, I check email at least once a day. Do not plan for me to respond on Saturdays. Pronto is the best way to get a hold of me. It is in Canvas. If you scroll down, there's a link down here to Pronto. It's over here on the left navigation bar at all the way at the bottom. And Pronto is the best way to get a hold of me. You can access Pronto through Canvas on the desktop. I just clicked on Pronto. You can send a Pronto message to me personally by selecting the people and then send it to me personally, or you can send it to the whole class as a whole. So say you're having a problem on the homework and you wanted some help from me, or you wanted some help from another student. If you want to help from another student, then the discussion boards are a great place to get that, and I'll go over discussion boards in a little bit. But if you had a question for me specifically, Pronto is the best way. There is an app that you can download on your phone to access Pronto as well. Okay, I keep Pronto on my phone, and you'll usually respond within a few hours, no matter what day or time. Okay, office hours are not regularly held. However, you can use Pronto email or text in urgent cases to discuss specific issues or problems you're having. If needed, I can reschedule a one-on-one Zoom with you to discuss an issue. Please keep an open line of communication with me. If you need something from the course, I'm happy to respond within the guidelines of my communication policies. Artificial intelligence, the use of generative AI tools, including but not limited to ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, Bard, Claude, Copilot, and similar platforms for any part of this course, including assignments and exams, is strictly prohibited. So just make sure that you're doing your own work. Students are expected to complete all work independently, demonstrating their understanding and analytical skills without AI assistance. Use of these tools to generate or complete assignments will be treated as academic dishonesty, which may result in disciplinary action. Students are encouraged to seek guidance from the instructor if they need support on assignments or understanding of the material. So again, make sure that you're not using AI to complete your assignments, that you're doing it on your own. Yeah, enough said. Okay, well, that gets us into the honesty policy. During all exams quizzes, students are not to communicate with others. If a question arises during an assessment, chat with the instructor. Cell phones must be put away and on silent during exams. As previously stated, the methods used to solve the problems must be those performed in the course. It is easy to tell if something is outside of the course that you're using. If you're using AI, it's easily spotted because the methods that are going to be used are going to be those outside of the course. Okay, they'll use something that is a higher level of understanding, and I'll be like, well, where did that come from? And you'll be like, oh, okay, well, I used AI to generate that. And I'm like, okay, well, then you're going to get a 0 on the assignment. Okay, there's absolutely no tolerance for cheating in this class. Any student who is caught cheating or assisting another student in the act of cheating will receive a 0 on the assignment or test and may be subject to disciplinary action through the college. All work you submit must be your own. At any point in the semester, you you may be asked to meet with your instructor to justify your solution process on select problems and or discuss concepts you have demonstrated in your work. You must set aside this time to meet within 1 week of notification from your instructor. Failure to attend requested meetings will result in a 0 score on the corresponding exam or assignment. You will forfeit credit on the corresponding exam if you cannot properly justify your submitted work. Exams that are not properly justified are considered violations of academic honesty and will be treated as the same penalties as outlined in the Santa Ana College Academic Honesty Policy. If you have special needs, please let me know. The special needs information is here in the syllabus if you need some sort of accommodation. Okay, tentative schedule. This is going to be 8 weeks for the summer session. So we're going to cover sections 1.1 to 1.6. Okay, keep close eye on the due dates for the readings and the homework. Okay, so you'll have readings, which you'll do through Zybooks, and then you'll have homework that you'll need to submit. And those are going to be in the assignments category. And I'll get to that in a little bit. And so just make sure that you keep up on the due dates. Okay, so I believe that our first assignment is due the 17th. I think 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 are due the 17th. So just keep a close eye on those. Usually you'll have until midnight, 11:59 p.m. of that day to finish your assignment. Okay, so uh, chapter 1 is by far the biggest chapter of the entire section, and that will take us a full 2 weeks to complete. 2.5 weeks really. In the third week, you'll have your logic quiz, which will be handwritten work done based on chapter 1, and then we'll go into and you'll take exam 1 through Proctorio. Okay. And then we'll just continue there. And we have 3 exams, one on week 3, one on week 5, and one on week 8. Included in this is the homework schedule. So once again, when you do section 1.1, you're only doing problems 1, 2, and 3, and only on problems 1 are you doing A through F. So you're going to see those in your Zybook. You're going to you do not need to write out the problem, but you do need to write out the solution and use as much work as possible in explaining your solutions. Then do that in your own handwriting. You can submit this either digitally or you can submit it via writing it out on paper and then taking a picture. If it is digital, make sure that it is not typed. I will not accept typed written work. It must be in your own handwriting. Okay. For the homework, and that is about it for the syllabus. Okay. I'll post this in the syllabus section, this video, and then we'll go through assignments and discussions, because those are assignments as well. And then we'll go into quizzes and exams. Okay, I'll be doing videos on each of those. Okay, let's stop here and I'll see you in the next video.